So owning that weekend getaway property in Canmore just got a little more expensive in 2025. Here's what's changing, and here's what you need to know. So Canmore is implementing a new tax policy that's going to impact the owners of recreational and secondary homes. They're calling it the Livability Tax Program. It's going to impose a 0.4% surcharge on the properties that are not declared as primary residences. This is anything that is not being occupied full time. What this means for, say, your average condo owner, so your median valued condo is going to see an increase in their taxes of about $3,000 a year. That's a pretty significant hit. So what's changing is that tourist home classification that previously allowed owners to be flexible with their vacation property, maybe rent it out when they weren't using it, that's the part that's undergoing the changes. So now owners can no longer declare personal use and receive that lower tax rate. All the tourist homes, they're now going to be taxed at the same rate as a short-term rental that requires a business license. That's about 3 times higher than the standard residential property tax rate. So significant increase of that. They're looping everybody together. So you're either a permanent resident that is using it full time, or you're not. These measures aim to address the housing affordability in Canmore, which I think we can all recognize has been an issue. But it's also going to significantly impact your carrying costs on a property. Now, Canmore is one of the most desirable and most expensive recreational communities in Canada, similar to your Whistler and your Muskoka region in Ontario. So I do find it pretty hard to believe that the tax changes are going to have that great of an effect on the affordability side, just because there's so much demand of people wanting to be out there. What do you think? Does this change your mind if you're thinking about that weekend getaway property? Let me know. I'd love to hear it.